Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Resonance. I'm Mark, and I'm so glad you are here with me today. If you want to become fluent in English, one of the most important steps is to learn the words that people use every single day. Vocabulary is like the bricks of a house. The more bricks you have, the stronger your house will be. And today, we're going to build that house together by learning 50 of the most common and useful English words. But don't worry, I won't just give you the words. I will also explain their meaning in a simple way and give you clear examples so you can start using them immediately in your own conversations. Let's start with greetings and polite expressions because they are the foundation of daily communication. The first word is hello. Hello is a friendly way to greet someone. For example, you can say, "Hello, how are you?" The second word is goodbye. This is what you say when you are leaving. For example, "Goodbye, see you tomorrow." The third word is please. This is a very polite word you add when you ask for something. For example, "Can you help me, please?" The fourth word is thank you. This is how you show gratitude. For example, "Thank you for your time." And the fifth word is sorry. You use it to apologize. For example, "Sorry, I'm late." Now let's look at simple answers you use every day. The sixth word is yes, which means you agree. For example, "Yes, I want some water." The seventh word is no, which means you disagree. For example, "No, I don't like coffee." The eighth word is maybe, which means you are not sure. For example, "Maybe I will go to the park later." The ninth word is always. This means something happens all the time. For example, "I always wake up early." The 10th word is never. This means something does not happen at all. For example, "I never smoke." Let's continue with words about time. The 11th word is often, which means many times. For example, "I often watch TV in the evening." The 12th word is sometimes, which means not all the time but occasionally. For example, "I sometimes eat pizza." The 13th word is today, which means the current day. For example, "Today is Monday." The 14th word is tomorrow, which means the day after today. For example, "Tomorrow I have an exam." The 15th word is yesterday, which means the day before today. For example, "Yesterday I visited my friend." Next, let's practice words for parts of the day. The 16th word is morning, which is the early part of the day. For example, "I go jogging in the morning." The 17th word is night, which is the dark time of the day. For example, "I sleep at night." The 18th word is now, which means this moment. For example, "I am studying now." The 19th word is later, which means after some time. For example, "I will call you later." The 20th word is before, which means earlier than something else. For example, "Wash your hands before dinner." Let's add a few more. The 21st word is after, which means later than something else. For example, "We will play after school." The 22nd word is first, which means the beginning or number one. For example, "This is my first English class." The 23rd word is last, which means the end or final one. For example, "I was the last student to leave." The 24th word is big, which means large in size. For example, "They have a big house." The 25th word is small, which means little in size. For example, "I have a small dog." Now, let's look at words that describe things. The 26th word is hot, which means high temperature. For example, "The soup is hot." The 27th word is cold, which means low temperature. For example, "It is cold outside." The 28th word is good, which means positive or nice. For example, that is a good idea. The 29th word is bad, which means not good. For example, this is a bad situation. The 30th word is happy, which means feeling good. For example, I am happy to see you. Now we move to feelings. The 31st word is sad, which means feeling unhappy. For example, she is sad because she lost her phone. The 32nd word is tired, which means no energy. For example, I am tired after work. The 33rd word is hungry, which means needing food. For example, I am hungry. Let's eat. The 34th word is thirsty, which means needing water or drink. For example, I am thirsty. Can I have some juice? The 35th word is friend, which means someone you like and trust. For example, my friend is very kind. The 36th word is family, which means the people related to you. For example, my family lives in Cairo. The 37th word is work, which means what you do for a job. For example, I work in a hospital. The 38th word is school, which means a place to study. For example, I go to school every day. The 39th word is home, which means the place where you live. For example, I feel safe at home. The 40th word is street, which means a road in a city or town. For example, my house is on Green Street. Now, let's look at words about basic needs. The 41st word is water, which is the drink we need every day. For example, can I have some water? The 42nd word is food, which means what we eat. For example, the food here is delicious. The 43rd word is coffee, which is a popular hot drink. For example, I drink coffee in the morning. The 44th word is tea, which is another hot drink. For example, would you like some tea? The 45th word is bread, which is a simple kind of food. For example, I eat bread with butter. The 46th word is rice, which is a common food in many countries. For example, we eat rice with chicken. The 47th word is car, which is a vehicle for driving. For example, my father bought a new car. The 48th word is bus, which is public transport. For example, I take the bus to work. The 49th word is phone, which is something we use to call people. For example, where is my phone? And the 50th word is book, which is something you read. For example, I am reading a good book. Wonderful job! You have just learned 50 of the most useful words in English. These words are short, simple, and powerful because you can use them in hundreds of sentences every single day. The secret is not just to know them, but to practice them. Say them out loud, make your own examples, and try to use them in real conversations. The more you use them, the faster they will become part of your natural English. So today we learned greetings, polite words, time expressions, describing words, feelings, family and work words, basic needs, and common objects. Each word is a small step, but together they give you the tools to speak English with more confidence. Remember, learning English is a journey. Every word you learn brings you closer to fluency. So today we learned greetings, polite words, time expressions, describing words, feelings, family and work words, basic needs, and common objects. Each word is a small step, but together they give you the tools to speak English with more confidence. Remember, learning English is a journey. Every word you learn brings you closer to fluency. Thank you so much for joining me today on English Resonance. Keep practicing, keep repeating, and keep growing your vocabulary. I'll see you next time. And until then, remember this: even small words can open big doors in English.